Women wing of the All Progressive Congress in Rivers State has condemned FCT Minister Nyesom Wike's claim that Dame Judith Amaechi received 4 billion naira monthly from the NDDC for empowerment projects. The group, led by state women leader Beatrice, Dappa, Amobi, described the allegation as ignorant, false, and politically motivated. They challenged Wike to publish the forensic audit report of the NDDC to substantiate his accusations, warning that such baseless claims damage public trust and insult federal leadership, including Senate President Godswill Akpabio. Amobi stressed that no government agency could pay such a sum monthly without traceable records. The women further accused Wike of using personal attacks to mask political frustrations, especially regarding the continued appointment of Vice Admiral Ebok Ebas. They called on the presidency to caution Wike, citing his comments as a public embarrassment to the federal government and a blow to national unity. I'll start with you, Edempo. What do you make of the story?
Well, for me, who are they? That's the question I will ask. Which party do they come from? Is it the APC? Are they the faction that the national leadership recognize? If not, then I see them as a bunch of first impersonators because they lack the capacity to say they are APC women's wing. They should challenge their membership of the party first and foremost before they even talk of saying they're party members. That's on the other side. Secondly, for them to come out like, are they the Amechi's wife? Why do they cry more than the bereaved? If they want, they know where to go to defend, put up such claims. For me, I see this as just being diversionary and attention seekers, and they shouldn't be dignified by giving that kind of attention they are looking for.
All right, very well. Chizi Yomasla, what do you make of this story?
Well, let me say that we have a very funny situation in Nigeria, especially in Rivers State. You know, first is he just talked about the party. You know, I heard. I'm a party member, so I know who is our woman leader.
Yes, you are part of the State Executive Council.
Yes, so our woman leader is Dame Amade. I don't know where that Dappa is coming from, you know.
And
so
the name of this woman is
Dappa. I know Dappa is.
Okay.
So it's not
Amobi.
Dappa Amobi. Even Dappa Amobi knows that she is not the woman leader. Maybe a woman leader in.
Is there faction in APC?
No, there's no faction.
So how come this is saying the women win?
Now, you know what people do is that they like to carry a name if they don't have a personal name. There is no sin if they come out to say they are consigned women, you know, doing that. It would have been okay than to begin to impersonate first that is the woman leader, and then there is. So I know my woman leader. The woman leader is Dame Amade, and the world knows that. Now, having said that, another this thing I want to look at it is, have you noticed that each time there is a misappropriation accusation on anybody, you know, either by corruption and all of that, you have a whole gamut of people going to pay solidarity to the same person. Now, instead of saying, did you do it? And then the third thing about that is that they will begin to say, oh no, okay, have you probed the other person from the north, or have you probed the other person who is a Christian, or have you probed a Muslim? So why are you probing this? And none of them will come and say, no, the person didn't do it. You're only saying, have you done this to the other person? Now, as much as I do not like the public utterances of the both personalities, I'm talking about Nyesom Wike and Chibike Amechi. I had said that in several other sister media stations that I think they should. I wanted to not to throw caution to the wind because I'm a biased person. I'm an equal person, so I do not want my prized personalities to begin to soil their name outside there. But the first question will be: the accusation is wealthy enough. Why is it wealthy? It's wealthy because it's coming from a serving minister, a former governor, a former local government chairman, a former chief of staff that is saying that. And that means that
he took over directly from Amechi.
And he took over directly from Amechi. And he is in the federal government. And there is a forensic report that is pending, that has not been published. And he's saying that, look, if there is anything I should have thought that they would ask President Tinubu to warn him, would be that, why are you exposing the forensic report when it is not yet a white paper? You know, if not, I would say, and the man went further to say that if they publish that report and what he said is not true, that he will resign. So that is way enough for us to say, to go to Judith Amaechi and say, did you do this? Come and tell us that you didn't do it. And then for Judith Amaechi to go to court against Wike to say, I didn't do it. Just like what Ababe's wife did. You know, went to court. You go to court and said, I didn't do it. And let the court prove that you didn't do it. I am not saying that she did it. But, I mean, this is weighty enough. I think somebody like me can comfortably say she did it because Wike said so. Because Wike is not just like us. He is somebody who has a peep into government document. Of course, he's been in government for a very long time. So this is what you need to clear your name. Now go to court and say, come and prove that I was collecting 4 billion. They went further to say that, well, it's an indictment on Ababio. I think they lack a little bit of history. Let me tell you why they lack history. Ababio came before, after the forensic exercise. It was during that time that Ababio became minister. So there has been a forensic report before Ababio. It was that Ababio was not executed. And so that means that if he had done that, he didn't do it under his watch. He would have done it because, I can tell you something. When Ababio became, there was one funny thing that happened. And I've always said it. It happened to Kachuku or something that was an NPC person. And it has repeated itself to Amechi and all of us. When we are in a position of trust and that we have relationship with the boss, we do memos that will favor us at that time. Okay, Kachuku, when he was an NPC boss, he did a memo that took almost all the powers from the Minister for State to the NPC. And so Buhari came and made him Minister for State. And so he started crying because there's no power again. He took it through memo. Do you understand? And so in this case, do you know that the appointment of NDDC persons were actually from the president until Amechi came and took it to the Minister for Niger Delta, because the Minister of Niger Delta was his appointee. And so the Minister of Niger Delta was holding swell. And then all of a sudden, a big boy came into the Ministry of Niger Delta, which was Ababio. So at the point that Ababio was, it's not possible for anything to have happened. So if Wike has said in the watch of Ababio that it happened, I will tell Wike that no. As at that time, Amechi was not about Ababio. So there couldn't have been any way that would have happened. So, but if you have said so, go to court and prove yourself otherwise. I'm not indicting anybody. I can't indict anybody. Go and let us know so that we will all know. You know the sorriest thing about this thing. He said this money was for the women.
To train them.
So to train them, and now women are coming to say no, they didn't give her money. Instead of saying where is our money or where is our money, did it happen at all? I didn't receive. The women, if the woman had came out clean to say, me, I didn't receive this kind of, where are the women that they gave it to? Isn't it? That would have been a different ballgame. But you are saying that authoritatively, it didn't happen. Maybe they were there, I don't know. But I think that what I would have asked is Judith Amaechi, my madam, to please go to court and seek redress. And some of us will support you. If what Wike has said, we will demand for Wike not only to resign and, for him to be in prison, but because it's laying false accusation on somebody. He's not going to tell us what the law will say about him. He's not just going to do that kind of thing and then resign. No, we'll tell him, you can't resign, Oga. You have to go to prison for it. So that we will pay for something. But why did you are just keeping quiet? I said, no. She didn't do it. How? I tell him, if you accuse me, the onus of defense will be on me. And so that's what I want. So people should learn how not to begin to support corruption. If somebody has levied that, then let us go. As like I said,
the accused person in this instance should do everything humanly possible to clear her name. To clear her name,
and then the onus, yes, and the onus of defense, the onus of clarity will come from on Wike to come to court to say this is it and produce paper.
Yes.
So we wouldn't have been doing this. Prove and not prove or where they are or not. I am asking that Wike, did you say this is what you have said correct? We heard you. Except it's AI,
artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence that said it on behalf of Wike. If it's not artificial intelligence, the court will prove that Wike will not come and say, I didn't say that, it was artificial intelligence that did that. Okay, it's me that said it, this is the papers. And if you have said that, then Wike will not give us the option to resignation. We'll tell Wike, no, there's a law. The law will take its course.
Right.
But until then, if you keep quiet and keep having, let me tell you something. One time we went to court. I don't want to dive into all of that. I'm sure one of the things will come. One time we went to court and we were going to do something in court in my village thing. And my village mobilized more than 1,000 persons. I say you're just spending money. Why are you spending this money? You will not say anything in the court. You are only doing that. Let me tell you, the judges sometimes, because they are human, may even give judgment against you because of that. You may not know. So just let them be. Let the lawyers be. Go to court. We should stop doing. Oh, they said my brother stole money. All of us, hey, he didn't steal. Oh, were you there? Let it just come and clear. I think she's an industrialist. She will not tell us the things she does and all of that, and she has not given me, because as soon as that is proven that she is not the guilty of that, we will begin to push on Wike to go to prison or whatever the law will take. If it's proven that she is, then I will go to prove, because I have a wife, I have a daughter, and I have a mother and I have
who should have been beneficiaries,
and I have Laurentia as my girlfriend, who would have been beneficiary of something.
That's perjury.
Girlfriend, I said. You see, you are not born again. Your mind is not correct.
Well, he said but there are many Laurentians.
I take exception to.
So go ahead.
You
said you take exception
to
what he said.
Yes.
All right.
So initially I said I wasn't going to dignify them with a response, but I think I'm being tempted to.
Because of cheesy.
Okay,
go ahead.
You know, where we come from, accusations, we don't take it lightly. We have different ways of seeking redress and proving our innocence. What I expect Judith Amaechi and Rotimi, her husband, to do at this point is to come up and say, okay, Nyesom Wike, we dare you. Publish it. But this or not, to send faceless people, impostors, people who are not even in the party leadership, to come up and claim that they are APC women. I take exception to that. So for me, if someone has been accused, you have different ways of seeking redress. I think they should also dare Wike, publish it, so that this matter will be laid to rest once and for all. I don't see any reason where two of our very laudable and illustrious sons will be fighting dirty over issues like this. So for me, for once, if they say Judith Amaechi has been collecting 4 billion naira every month, she should come up and say, okay, I did not collect. You tell me how, where, and when you got the information that I collected 4 billion. I collect 4 billion monthly. So that this whole matter, this whole drama will be laid to rest, and we'll have better days ahead for us. 2027 is around the corner.